What's up, everybody? Good evening. Hey, Mark St. Patrick, what's going on? What's up, Sherry Lewis, Trey Queen, Mai Ishi, Lane Davis, Lane? Thank you for that $4.99 super sticker. I appreciate you so much. I set my goals at 30. Of course, if I don't get that, that's cool too. I'm just shooting for the moon, but I'm glad you guys are over here. Listen, um, no fear, but heads up. This is true news. This is not fake news. I'm not sure if anybody is aware of it. I've done my research on the resources. The resources are real. Um, Iran in February put the word out if they were attacked by the United States, that they would attack California. Uh, if the if the federal government is at this point where they are releasing this information, that means they have found credible sources. That means the sources can be credible, uh, and they're planning to use. Thank you, Chris, for the 100. They don't know. They know they talked about using drones, right? Now we know drones can be a plane that delivers all type of chaos, right? You can't be in fear. Can't be in fear, but be aware. Not live in fear, but do what you need to do. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't live in fear. But if the federal government has found enough credible sources to believe that if they wanted to do something, they could. Governor Newsom is already taking some steps to try to do something security wise. But the thing about it, drones can deliver. Y'all know over when and Mark, you probably noticed by now, you don't even have to go into another country. You put a drone up in the air, you can attack. And they have officers now, people in the military, sit right here in the United States and hit the country with drones, like in Iran. They don't even have to put people on the ground there. Thank you, Mark, for the thumbs up. Best in the show. So this is what we don't do. We don't panic. We pray, but we also prepare ourselves. That's what I'm saying. Pray, but you have enough knowledge to prepare. Now, like I said, they're not going to come out here and say anything unless there's talk, enough chit chatter to say, let's say something. Okay? Just say something. They don't want anybody to panic, but in a way they're not. They're going to do this is in the best interest of the United States, so people won't panic. People won't rush the markets. People won't pull their money out of the banks. But they're giving you the information, right? Here's what I would do. I would start just slightly putting things up. Get some money out of the bank, put some money in the safe. I would start just for that fact in California, in case you do have to take cover and shelter in. Because if they go with biological, now remember, just they never made a big deal about it. But remember, they have found a few places where they have found people working with biological weapons and had certain types of stuff that they were putting together a year ago. So, so this thing can be, we don't know if they will release something biological in the air. They don't know if they're going to put something to start dropping anything. But the thing is, you want to be prepared to shelter in. If you have to shelter in, because that will be the most, unless they tell you to go, prepare to shelter in. Okay, that's what you do. You get plastic for your windows. Go out and get the heavy duty plastic because you want to be able to cover your vents. You want to be able to cover your windows, right? Just in case you have to shelter in place. You want to be able to seal your doors, seal your windows. So if they tell you to shelter in place and start covering your vents, that's what you want to be able to do, right? That's how you shelter in place when they release something, gas or something. Um, Keep your gas car full of gas. Get some money out of the bank. Start stockpiling. Get you a go bag. I talked about go bags before. Get you a go bag. Don't sit there and go, oh, I'm a God fearing person. But if he give me enough knowledge to say, hey, prepare yourself, I'm gonna prepare myself. Right? If he give me enough common sense to say, okay, man, God thank you, but man can do some stupid stuff. So just prepare yourself. Don't live in fear. Don't be stigmatized. But like anything, like when your kids go to school, you know that they prepare for tornado drills. They do shelter in, lock in place, um, holes and stuff like that, right? So you should have enough sense to say, okay, we hope for we definitely pray, but we hope for how it goes. I just can't say how it goes right now. Everyone should have to go have a go bag. Yes, you need a go bag. You need a go bag. If you have to go, you want to be able to put your hands on some cash, because this thing can also be a technology shit where they hit the grids, they hit the banks, as well. Thank you, Lane Davis, for the floating heart. So all the shit on YouTube right now, what people talking about, this here, this here. If you don't know, please look for yourself. Um, if you don't know what's going on, I would suggest that you look for yourself, get familiar with what's going on. But again, like I said, please don't live in fear, but do enough to prepare yourself. Do enough to get ready in case you have to. So apparently, yeah, you remember the tornado drills and stuff like that? So you want to just be ready to go. But definitely get plastic. Definitely go to your hardware stores and get some stuff that you can seal your windows and vents with. Um, get you some lantern, some lights, matches, anything where you have to move. Hey Joyce Jones, you've been following this all day. Yeah, and I was saying when they release shit like this, that means when the government starts to give out a little bit of information, they got credible sources. They just don't know how they're going to do it, but they just got credible sources that they're going to try to do something. Don't know when, but they just need to let American people know something. They're not going to give us all the details. They're not going to tell us everything, because it'll be always for the best of the betterment of the country, not to put anybody into hysterics, cause a breakdown on the infrastructure, people trying to get up out of California. That's not what they want to happen. Because you can believe there are people thinking about getting up out of California right now. Trust me, there are people thinking about escape routes out of California. There are people thinking about, let's get into the mountains. There are people thinking about, where's my bunker? Where am I going to go? There are people thinking, what if this happens? What are we going to do? Okay. Hey, Linda Cardwell, thank you. Say hi. I'm Whole Vibe. Thank you for the thumbs up. Hey, Ms. Love 77260. How are you doing? Hey, Joyce Jones. I'm a Whole Vibe. Bonnie Mitchell. Um, um, Everyone should have a go bag. Elaine Davis, thank you for the floating heart. So I'm going to find it right now. Iran threatened. It was on real news, because I had to. I want to make sure this wasn't AI news. So I did all my research, as much as possible, to make sure when I came out here, that I have the news. So FBI alert. This is an FBI alert. Okay, this is News Nation, Los Angeles Times, San Francisco Chronicle, The Hill. Okay, this is all, and this is coming from Fox 11, FBI warning. This is a warning from the FBI. This is real. And what we're looking at, we're not talking about people flying things from Iran. We're talking about these sleeper cells that are waking up, and that's probably what's happening. So we're not talking somebody coming from Iran, but because we know we got our airspace is going to probably catch them, right? But what we are talking about is them sleeper cells that are right here. So I'm pretty sure they're on what people have been ordering from Amazon. I'm pretty sure California, the FBI, they're going into stores and trying to find out if anybody had any purchases of drones. So I know they're doing the research. So Fox 11, California warns. Here's the brief, and y'all know this is copyright 1976. This is for information purposes and educational and entertainment purposes. Yeah, they're talking about using drones. Um, Federal authorities warned California law enforcement that Iran reportedly aspired to launch a surprise drone attack against targets in the state from vessels at sea. So where I'm thinking they're going to come from within, they're thinking about from vessels at sea. The intelligence suggested that the threat emerged in early February as Iran prepared for potential U.S. and Israel military strikes. Officials currently lack specific details regarding the exact timing, targets, or preparators of the alleged plot, describing the information as cautionary. Okay? The FBI reportedly issued a bulletin to California Police Department warning of potential Iranian plots to launch unmanned aerial vehicles against the U.S. West Coast. Now, this also could be a distraction as well. We looking up, they on the ground, right? This can also be a distraction, right? But I think the FBI is working with credible sources. They're not going to come out unless those sources are somewhat credible. The alert underscored heightened domestic security concerns following recent large-scale U.S. and Israel strikes on Iran soil. What we know, according to the FBI bulletin reviewed by ABC News, intelligence acquired in early February suggests Iran allegedly aspired to conduct a surprise drone attack. The plot reportedly involved launching drones from unidentified vessels positioned off the U.S. coast, specifically targeting unspecified locations in California. The warning was distributed to local law enforcement agencies at the end of February. So the law enforcement already had the information. Okay? It was framed as retaliatory measures by Tehran in an event of U.S. military actions, an event that manifested on February 28th when the U.S. and Israel launched joint airstrikes that killed Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei and triggered an ongoing regional conflict. Okay. Governor Newsom said at the news conference that he's aware of the apparent threats of Iranian drone strikes on California. He said when the war started, he activated the State of Emergency Operations Center. So did anybody hear? And I know I got some people from California. Did y'all know that Governor Newsom had already started activating the Emergency Operations Center? Now, this is my first time. I'm not in California. Everyone, hi, Guru. How have you been? So, Butter Cookies One, how you doing? Bonnie Mitchell, Tilo. How y'all doing? I'm a whole vibe. Karen Morton, Robin William, Rita Williams, Maisha, Inclusion Good. Good afternoon, Justice and Chad. Thank you for the info. I'm working at my desk listening to. I had no idea. Welcome in, Inclusion Guru. Karen Morton, my only advice is get right with God and know where your soul is going. That's true too. Get right with God, but get prepared as well. If He gives us enough information and knowledge to not only get right with Him, but also get ready in case you have to make moves. That is also. All right? Remember, make sure, get right, but make sure you get ready. Yeah, I don't remember hearing anybody saying this until today. So apparently, Governor Newsom had already activated the emergency. But again, Always remember our government is not always going to inform us because they always think like we're little kids. They want to watch out for us. We can't handle certain information, right? So a lot of times our government try to handle us with coddle us because they don't want us to overreact. They don't want us to run on the market and drag your money out the bank. So we also just got to be prepared. That's it. Don't panic. Don't stagnate. Just be ready. And all the other stuff. Um, he said when the war started, he activated the State of Emergency Operations Center. Drone issues always been top of my mind, and that is even if it doesn't come off the vessels, all you got to do is sit in your backyard and set some drones off. Right? I remember this past summer, they had drones going crazy on Folly Beach. Hi Justice, hello Vibe, Karen Tilo. Thanks for discussing this, Justice. My father's a vet, lives in Cali. He called me and was telling me some of this. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to my brother as well, but he's ready. My brother's like, I'm on go. He got the meals and everything. Just like in January, they caught some people here trying to plot something, and they didn't tell us until after. Yeah, Maisha. Ms. Love, we got to pray for each other, most definitely. Thank you, Lily Francis, for the floating heart. But I just wanted to bring this information out because I know a lot of people don't listen to the news because they don't want to hear it. That it's too much bad news. But I figured this is something that if you're and let me tell you, don't sleep and just say California, right? Because we got sleepers all over the place. We got them sleeping all over the country. So maybe they're talking because any information that comes up can be a code to enact the sleepers, and they're all over the United States. They're in countries connected. Canada. They're in Mexico. They're on the borders, and we just gotta be prepared. Hey, Nidra, thank you for the 100. I appreciate that. Facts just they don't want panic and fear. You're sharing the best message to your audience. Stay as prepared as possible. That's all I'm saying. I don't stay prayed up, most definitely, but please prepare. Never forget that what is it called? Parable, I guess. When I don't know if it's a parable or not. I don't think it is. But when y'all help me out in this, it's this little thing where God kept sending a plane, a helicopter, and the guy finally said, "Well, God, you said you would carry me and help me." He said, "I did. I sent you everything, but you didn't get on board." Okay, so what is a sleeper? Okay, Drake Queen, a sleeper it's called sleeper cells. These are people that are in this country living as regular American citizens, but not even American citizens. Well, they could be. They could be indoctrinated already. So let me tell you what sleepers could be. They could be people that are from that country, people that support and see Iran when they declared this is a religious war. There are people that look at it from a religious point of view, but then there are people that believe that Jahid, am I saying it right? Or a religious holy war means to take out Americans as many as you can. There's two ways to look at a holy war. Looking at it from a spiritual sense or looking at it as destroy, 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 right? So let me go back to the sleeper cells. Sleeper cells may live among us. They may be teachers, they may be doctors, they may be simple citizens that work in fast food. They can be anybody. But like in 9/11, they were already here. They were already in our communities, living, working. But then when the word came down, they activated, and that's when they took the planes over. Right? That's when they took the planes over. Those were people called sleeper cells. They lay low until given the orders to move in. Then you also got to write about American citizens that are indoctrinated, right? And this is why you got to pay it. I said earlier, pay attention to your youth. Pay attention to your kids and your neighbor kids. If they start to talk about this stuff, if you see your kids or anybody else kids start like really young, 16, 17, and young and probably a little bit older start to really seem passionate about this thing about Iran. They seem to think that the United States is wrong and they want to fight. Start growing a beard. They start dressing. You start seeing a lot of activities on their computers. You start because a lot of times they're going to make contact through social media, and they're going to indoctrinate our kids through social media. They're going to, especially if your kids, they're kids that are loners, that are rejects, maybe called rejects. They may not have a lot of friends. They are the easiest type to indoctrinate because they want to believe in something, right? Thank you, Best in Show. So this is when you really got to start paying attention to your teens. If you work in the school, look at what your kids are doing in school. Are they drawing things? Are they getting more vocal about what's going on? Are they acting a little bit more? Um, some people may believe, but they may be a little bit more boisterous. They may be, drawing more pictures, making videos, making speeches. These are the ones that are American citizens. They look like average citizens. They don't have to be dark skinned. They can be white, black, but they've been indoctrinated, and they can also be a danger as well. Kirk recruited many youth. Yes, by the cookie. So you gotta watch the indoctrination, and also kids that start going in their rooms. All of a sudden, you can't look at their computers. They're locked. Why are your children locking up their rooms with you can't even get access to their rooms. I'm telling you, if you don't pay rent, you're not locking up no doors in my room, and you're not. No, I know we should respect kids' privacy, but when they tell you you can't come in your room and you can't do this and you can't do that, why are you looking under my bed? Because you got a big old bag of fertilizer under your bed. Why do you have a bag? If you start seeing bags of fertilizer, nails, all kind of strange things coming into your home, pay attention. Okay, that's just to throw some things out. If you start seeing crazy stuff coming into your home with these kids, and you like, what is that about? And then they becoming more secretive. You start seeing them hanging around a group of kids that you never seen before, and all of a sudden they're talking a certain kind of way. All of a sudden they want to talk to you about what's going on in Israel and what's going on in Iran and why is the country doing this, and they seem a little bit more sympathetic sympathetic and empathetic toward the plight in Iran. Not saying there's nothing wrong, but just pay attention. So just pay attention, guys. That's all this is about. Keeping your wits about you, listening, and if you see something, say something. Because in my house, I unlock them damn doors, says Bonnie Mitchell. Yeah, the kids they have up man in Florida, y'all. The boy had the girl body under his water bed. They're searching for the girl. How you put the girl? He was like a teen or something. He had the girl body under his bed. And watch for manifestos too. Watch for manifestos. This is one of the things that you always going to find when somebody is taking act like this and they write a manifesto. You may come across it. You may come across pictures. Do not take it lightly. If you come across pictures and you come across violent pictures and you come across manifestos stating the belief in the Quran and this and that, do not take it lightly. If your kids are becoming more boisterous and they're speaking out, listen, pay attention. Go search that room. Go make sure that everything okay. Get to talk to them. Why are you so involved? I hear you. Talk to them about why they feel so passionate about Iran. You know, you may cannot change their views because they're kids, but just try to listen to them and understand, why are you so passionate about this? Where did it come from? You know, so you want to have these conversations. During the big C full face masks were up to almost $500 without filters. Wow, wow. Yeah, yeah, I'm her vibe. You remember that? It was a little girl that lived near him. Yeah, he put the girl under his waterbed. I'm like, what a damn teen doing with a waterbed in the first place? Best in Show says, keep it prayers up. Hello everyone. Hello, I'm listening. Always good information. I'm on alert. Yes, Vivian. Don't become. Fear can do two things. Fear can save your life, and fear can make you stagnant. Understand, there's a difference in fear. Okay, there are many times in my life that I've been afraid of things, but the fear didn't make me stagnant, but it caused me to take action that not only saved my life, but saved the life of others. So there's several types of fear, and just like I said, keep your wits about you. If you're in California, you live on the border, whatever you may be, but right now, California, I don't know what is going to happen, but just do a little bit of prep. All right, don't go out there and buy out the stores. All right, ain't nobody telling you to go buy a cannon. Just do a little bit. The best thing I would do, if I'm going to do anything, I want plastic. I want some plastic just in case I have to shelter in place. If I have to shelter in my car, I want to be able to breathe. So shelter in place. Get some heavy duty plastic to seal your vents. Get some tape. If you're going to do anything else, and I don't know where the attack may be in California, but if it's biological, at least have a big roll of plastic and some good tape. That's the first step. Okay? Because if they do anything, you want to be able to stay in place. You want to have some food in case they tell people, do not come out. Drones up in the sky. If you start to see drones, you don't want to go outside. So basically, because if you look in the sky and you start to see drones, well, hell, I have my kids ain't going outside, right? If you start to see drones outside, get your kids. Don't go out there, daddy, daddy, da. Look at all the pretty drones. Look at all the pretty drones. You ain't seen drones in your neighborhood before, but now you got 6 or 7 drones flying in, and trust me, you're gonna have some idiots. You're going to have idiots that are going to play stupid and put drones up, okay? Now that this news is coming out, you're going to have the crackpots that are going to start to put drones up in the air and play stupid games, right? All right, so get prepared for those idiots because they're going to do it. Y'all know they're going to do it, but you won't know if it's a real deal. Just kind of pay attention to your news because you'll know if these people, because you're going to have some stupid asses, excuse my language, put drones up to scare people just to be stupid. Okay, so get prepared for the idiots. All right. Body Cookie said, yes, plastic, even black lawn bags will work. So black lawn bags, whatever, you just want to be able to seal your windows. You want to be able to seal your doors, seal your windows, have something that you can breathe air, you know, have a mask. Get your family some good mask, okay? You might want to put a mask on in the house, okay? So get you some get some mask again, stockpile on your mask. Water, water, because here's another thing. They can go, if they put them drones in the air and they get to the water supply, you want to have tablets that you can purify your water. So they got purification tablets. You may want to just have buy some water. You ain't even got to go through all that. Get your ass some water. Okay, go start do like 2020. Buy a couple cases of water, put it aside, get some canned goods. You don't know if they're going to F with the electronics here because we've seen that they have done it before, especially if China get involved, okay, or Korea, they will F with our computers. So basically, get you some charging ports. I got a nice little thing here. Let me show y'all what I have here. I bought this. Let me see if I can turn the camera on. I bought this from Amazon for about, I forgot how much I paid for this. This is a charging port. I got this for Android, Apple, whatever else, and this. So very cheap. And I know some of you already got it, but this is a charging port. So I can do multiple items right here. I'll put this on my I'll tag this in my I'll tag this on my thing today. If you guys want to order this, it powers up, and you just, if you lose battery power, so some of you may have battery powers already, but this is something that I have, and so I'll tag this in my product today if anybody want to look at it. So if you don't have one, you may want to get one of these ports as well. So these are things that you can do. Like I said, not asking anybody to, live in fear. Don't trust God. Trust, truly, trust and pray. But nothing said that we don't get prepared. Okay? Don't sit there and just like, okay, I'm gonna pray, but I'm not gonna do anything else. Not asking to live in fear. Just make sure that if you have to get up out of there, you're gonna get up out of there. All right. Keep your car full of gas. Um, be ready to go. Get your things that you want to take with you. How you going to take it? I'm just telling you, the way our government is playing around right now, you just want to have a go bag or a go box with some of your valuables in it. Be able to move your pets. You don't want to go through the house trying to find your pet. Know where you're going to go with your pet. Know how far you're going to drive. Yes, please put that product on your display. I have one, but at this moment we can never have enough of anything. Most definitely, I will definitely put it on there as well. And like I said, guys, I don't want anybody to be afraid, but I think this news need to come out because a lot of us don't watch the news because we're just tired of it, and just for these reasons we don't watch. But if you wasn't aware that Iran, the FBI has now put out that Iran had made a credible threat. They don't know when, how, and what they're going to do, but the use of drones. Hey, Tilo, try not to put names. Try not to put names. Say they watching this everything. I don't understand that. Try not to put names. Say well they watch and listen to everything. I don't know what that means. Butter cookies. Try not to put names. Say 47. They will. Oh yeah. Yeah. But it is what it is, y'all. Like I said, we just got to do. This is the times we're in. This is the times we're in. We can't ignore the fact that we have 47 just going out here, and we don't know who is. The thing about it, when we have people that are, more sympathetic to the cause or more empathetic to the cause, they will do things, and we just can't take these chances. So I definitely would encourage you guys to take some steps. Have cash. Get cash. Don't have to tell nobody where you got it. Don't have to tell nobody that you have it in your home. Don't make an announcement. Just have some cash on hand. That's it. Put some cash in a safe. I don't know. Put it in a pickle jar and put it under your bed somewhere. But my biggest thing is get plastic. Get plastic and tape, because that's the thing I'm going to be more concerned about. Because if they got drone, that means they can deliver anything from the air. So my biggest thing, if you do anything, plastic and tape. Okay? Plastic and tape. That is the one thing that keeps coming to me, is telling y'all get plastic and tape in case you cannot leave your home and you have to shelter in. Plastic and tape. Don't forget that. Plastic and tape. Right? Water, plastic, tape, battery power, food. Food. Make sure you got some canned goods. Make sure you got something that if they hit the grid, you're going to still be able to eat. Um, Gas. And let me tell you, I ain't seen one of these in a long time. But does anybody know how to use a damn map? Anybody remember how to use a map? Put a one in the chat, because if we lose our GPS system and use a phone, do you know how to use a map? Put a one in the chat if you remember how to use a map. If you know how to read a map. I have, oh my God. Please, if you don't know what a map is, please go remember. Please, I know some of us are older, we use map. Y'all, I mapped my way all across this damn country, okay? Before there was GPS, I had that stack of paper mapping my way all through this country, okay? So, remember, I had to move all through Charleston with the map, right? I had to use the grid, learn how to use the grid. So before we had GPS, I had to find you. So please, if you're not familiar with, hey Tilo, thank you for the floating heart. If you're not familiar with the map, get familiar with the atlas or the map so you know. Just take a look at it. See if it could drag just if you engage your memory how to use one. Right? Hell no, I don't know how to read that map. No sense of the Kendra. What what did you do before GPS? What did you do before GPS? What did you do before GPS? Mice, I've never used a map. And what did y'all do before GPS? I did back in the day and didn't like map. Y'all better get from me. I done told y'all I stay lost. Girl, we gonna have to have a map class then. Thank you, Best in the Show. We're gonna have to have a class on how to read a map. Okay? We're gonna have to get you guys familiar with what do we do without technology. So just imagine if everything shuts down, how are you going to move? Because ain't nobody, Kendra, ain't nobody gonna be talking to nobody. Yep, y'all go get a map just in case. I don't care. I'm just saying, you ain't gotta do it. But I'm gonna get a map. I'm gonna go to the gas station, or I'm gonna go to Amazon. Let me find a map. Let me get an atlas so I can know how to move. I hadn't, y'all. Oh my God, I hadn't used a map in years. See how they dumb us down? You see how they dumb us down? How many people got their phone numbers written down? Oh shit, there's a lot of things we gotta do, guys. We may have to write phone numbers down. We might have to get a ledger or a book and write all our phone numbers down just in case we can't get access and we have to start using with the road. Look at me, y'all. Don't follow me up, y'all. Don't. I bet you they do. You probably get on Amazon. You, let me see if they still got maps for sale. Let me see. Y'all know I'm gonna look it up. I got my tablet all set today, but I hadn't used. I'm like y'all guys. Walkie talkies too. I hadn't used the map in years. I'm like, tell me where to go, GPS. And let me tell you, it's so crazy, y'all. GPS, they turn left. I don't even pay. I just turn left and guess what? I'm down a one-way street or some shit like that. They dumb us down. Compass. I don't know about now. Compass bought a cookie. I ain't with the compass now, but I'm with that dang on map. Uh, Let me check Amazon for maps. Hey, don't panic. You don't have to buy these things. Just things just to keep in mind, just in case, cause we be messing with everybody, y'all. So these are just things to keep in mind. Let me see Amazon uh, maps. Amazon. Okay. Give me a minute here. I want to talk about a couple other things going on in the world as well. See if you guys were aware of this as well. It's a little bit of thing going on to the news. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. Search. Okay. Rand McNally 2026 edition. Yes, you can find the maps for, and you can get them at Amazon. Best United States atlases and map at Amazon. I'll put that out there as well. So I'll also tag that as well. I will tag the road atlas as well. I see them for $13. The ones I like to use was the Rand McNally Easy to Read for $9.31, and you got them for 13. So yeah, Rand McNally is what I'm used to using. I think so to the coastal lines. Carl, I sure do, babe. You must know how to swim because the airport damn sure gonna be locked down, out of commission. Lord have mercy. Then some of us gonna be stuck because I ain't taking no swimming classes. I do the best I can to stay afloat. Y'all better not rely on me to where we going. I'm just getting out the way. Hey, Kendra, just follow the yellow brick road, girl. Severian Simpson, hi. I always write phone numbers in notebooks. Always did. Yeah, write phone numbers down, guys. We've been dumbed down to the fact that I probably got three phone numbers in my head. I don't know anything else. Okay? I got about my phone number, where I work, my daughter, and I used to know my dad's. I still know my dad's, but that's it. So family members, write a phone number down, write addresses down. I'm just, you know, be proactive. Don't say get ready. Some people say I stay ready. I just don't get ready. Better watch the Walking Dead series. There's a lot of survival tips. Yep. Matches, water, clean water filtration tablets and straws, um, blankets, things that'll keep you warm while you're in your car. Tools. Get you a nice, get you a nice knife. Get you a nice knife, a Bowie knife. I think it's who got the Bowie knife. I think it might be a whole. I'm a whole vibe that got the Bowie knife. Hell, that thing will do everything. Chop wood, cut up meat. Get your knife. Get your knife, pen knife. And y'all know how I am. If you're not a Second Amendment person, that's all I got to say. Just for you get a straw so you can breathe to the straw so I can breathe underwater. Girl, this is not gonna be listen, I ain't about to do no military become what's in there, Rocky? I'm not about to become Rocky. What is it? The movie Rocky, Sylvester Stallone was in First Blood. I'm not about to be no First Blood shit. I'm gonna stay on the road and drive until I can't drive no more. Okay? I'm gonna map shit out where I wanna go. Yeah, I'm a whole vibe is the one that told us, um, I forgot what I just said on the whole vibe. I forgot. I just said it. Everybody could that thing slipped my mind. Yeah, I ain't about to be no First Blood going underwater with no damn straw. and pulling weeds and getting tweeds and nah, buddy. Uh-uh. I just need a map and some plastic and some water and some canned goods. That's it. You know, y'all notice that they've been trying to sell those military meals. What is it? Emmys? Emmys meals, military. What is those meal called? The whole vibe. My brother has some of those too. Is it Emmys? What are those military meals? And my whole vibe said one of my favorite movies, First Blood. What are those military meals called? Emmys? Those knives are illegal in some states. Oh, then get you a small knife under 6 inches then. If you can't have the big ones, get you a little small one. For some people, you can't have something bigger than 6 inches. Still get one. I'm hardly picturing you in your notebook. Get you a small one then. Because I think some states go up to like 6 inches. Anything bigger than 6 inches, you go into jail. Survival meal. Yeah, MREs. Yeah, get some MREs, meal ready to eat. Yeah, meals ready to eat. Not MEs, MREs. My brother has some of those. Some people say they taste good. Some people say they don't. I've seen a guy on YouTube try some of them. He said some of them were good and some of them weren't that good. MREs, yeah. Survival. Thank you, Inclusion Guru. Thank you, guys. Thank you, so unique. Um, Maybe some meals and stuff like that. If not, you know what you need to do: canned goods and stuff. Um, yeah, yeah. Be aware of the laws in your state. So I'm giving you advice, but the most definite thing is know the laws in your state. I say get a Bowie knife. Know that you cannot have no big ass Bowie knife on your person in your car. Okay. Okay. Now, if you packing it up to go on a survival trip, maybe that's the reason why. But you don't want to be walking around with that on your side. Okay. Oh, I'm more biased. I have some MREs in my pantry. Okay. Hey, what's up? I just need some seasoning. Well, I just write some stuff down, babe. Yeah, just write some things down. Write down phone numbers that need to be that you don't know right now. Family members, contact numbers. Your kids. If you, some of us probably don't even know our kids' contact number right now. We gotta look on the phone and call our own kids. Write those numbers down. Contact numbers, emergency contact numbers. Start giving your family members your information, like the ones that you not the ones that you don't you trust, but the ones that you think gonna do what you need them to do, right? Friends and family. Where can you go if you're coming up out of California? Where are you going? Okay, and I'm just saying, if you're in California and some shit goes down, where are you going? And how are you going to get there? And are you just going to show up on somebody's doorstep? Now, if you have that type of play, fine. But if you don't, start making some contact with people. Hey, you know what? I don't know. I know we hadn't talking about, but you heard what's going on. So something happened. I'm heading your way, right? Okay. So where are you going to go if you had to get up out off the coast? California, state of Washington. If you had to get up out of California, where are you going? Do you have a plan? And then your exit. Because what do you know how to move around when I-10 is going to be packed to the hilt? Do you know your way around the backcountry? Because see, their maps got backcountries in them. If they still updating these maps the way they should be, you might find some ways out of California where everybody is on 10, on whatever way, you may need to move some other kind of way. Yes, you run until you get where you're going. I had several maps from AAA. Man, I used to keep nothing but maps. Oh my God. And when I was traveling, you pull over to the road. When you're traveling, you pull over to the truck stop, and I would pick me up a handful of maps at the truck stop. Man, I hadn't had to do that in over damn 20 years, y'all. It's been, let me see, make sure. It's been about 20 years or more since I used a regular map. So, yeah. So yeah, Kendra gonna be running. Kendra. So we don't, Kendra. If you the type that fall, go in the other direction. All right. If you the type that fall, go in the other direction. We don't need you falling, okay? And we don't need you just running and everybody running behind you. I saw the funniest. I saw the funniest YouTuber the other day. So she got this big dog, right? And so just off color a little bit, you know how they say when black people, one person run, we don't ask questions, we all get up and run. So she training her dog, y'all. Y'all, this was too cute. She training her dog to run. So she would get up and just start running. And the dog would get up and look at her run, and then he would run behind her. That shit is too funny. It was too funny because she'll like run, and he'll hold his head up, and she'd run upstairs, and he'd run. Try to train your dog to be like. It was too funny because he just look up and he don't know why he running, but he runs behind her. She's falling before they try not to run Kendra. She's falling before, so try not to run Kendra. No, we don't need you. No sense of direction, she said, so don't run in circles. No, we don't need you running. Thank you, I'm a whole vibe. We don't need you running, Kendra. Sit still. We'll come and get you. Just put a smoke signal up, Kendra. Okay? Put some smoke signals up. We'll find you. Okay? Pull over somewhere. Sit still. Okay? Just let us find you. Tilo, you run for that. You know I had that smeared off when I fell twice. Damn, Kendra. Damn, it was like that. Mm. No, you just sit down, Kendra. We'll find you. Put some smoke signals up. Have some matches. Get some books of matches, guys, and just in case. Well, you can have a lighter. But, yeah, you can have a lighter. Yeah. But I most definitely will put the maps and I will put the charger, portable charger. Again, here's, some of you have it, but here's again another look at this here. So this is the one, iPads. It has connections for everything. And it holds up. You plug it in. You charge it right here. And you can also run things off of it here as well. You can plug in here as well. So you can see that. This is the let you know how much power you got as it starts powering. Yeah. It's called a, this is it. So it has everything for it. You can see the Apple one right here as well. So if your Apple Pad goes out, your Android C and A or whatever, there's a power bank. It's a nice little power bank. Compact. You can just put everything in. Let me, y'all, Kobe's, I've got to go take Kobe out in just a second. Hold up. Okay. So this is it right here. This is how it sets in. It's a little dusty because it sits, goes everywhere with me. So I travel with this all the time. So there it is. So yeah. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to share that with you all. You know, I don't know. You know, people are buying solar power pads. You can portable solar power. That's if you have some way to use it. If you have an RV or some type of camper, God bless you. I've been watching these camper shows so long. I've been paying attention to so many people going into campers and RVs at a certain age. And I'm like, I just, But I thought about it, but I'm like, nah. Because they got so much to do to set them things up. I just don't have the patience to try to monitor the power banks, monitor the batteries, monitor the solar system, unplug the toilet shit. It looks like a very nice life, where you don't have to really do nothing but be on the road and live life, but it's just too much prep. Carla says, "Hey Kobe, thank you, Lily friends, for the flowers." Yeah, and I saw somebody, and you know what? A lot of you guys got those one pot cookers. A lot of the people in these campers got it. They got the one pot cookers, and they also have the thing that they can do hot water in. They twist it, and all of a sudden they bought. Kobe, chill, chill. Hold for a minute, y'all. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of these campers and some of the equipment they're using, like one pot cookers. And this was one thing that I saw was so cool that they kind of it's this little canister, and they twist, and it actually starts to boil water and stuff. And I'm like, that's cool. Propane. They deal with a lot of propane too. Oh, your dog, your puppy can hear Kobe crying. He's fighting sleep, y'all. He's fighting sleep because he's supposed to be taking a nap, but he's being nosy. He's being nosy. What time is it? Yeah, he's supposed to be taking a nap, but he's been being nosy. Um, Kobe act like Jay-Z, always crying about something. No, being nosy. Just being nosy. That's it and that's all. That's it and that's all. But yeah, guys, so that's something. Oh, so changing up a little bit, another story I saw in the news, sad story. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's out of Gainesville, Georgia. Changing up the subject a little. Yeah, this one can't bust a grave. It's shih shih tzu. All you can do is nip at your ankles. Um, so a sad story about a teacher out of Georgia, Gainesville, Georgia. Um, the kids loved him. He loved the kids, and he was looking forward to the kids coming to toilet paper his yard. My understanding. So the four boys, 18, all 18 year olds, went to his house to toilet paper his home. Now they're saying that he was a lot, but not only them. I can't tell you who's they, but the news reported people stated that the teacher was excited about them coming to toilet paper his home, and it was a prank. So they went to the home and they started toilet papering the home. The teacher runs out of the home, chases the boys. They jump in the car. Unfortunately, the teacher fell and one of the students ran over him. It's a heartfelt story because it wasn't done intentionally. And prank gone wrong says, yep, that's what it was. So this young kid, they all got arrested. He's being charged with murder, felony something. Um, I don't know, felony reckless driving, whatever it may be. I don't know the charge, but he's being charged. The other four will be charged sooner, but he's been charged. He says, he takes ownership of it, and he wants to dedicate his entire life to getting educated, probably becoming a teacher. Whatever he does, he wants to honor the life of the teacher, um, like who lost his life to a prank. And that's awful. It's not even, it's so sad that that a teacher was they wasn't trying to harm him. They said he was aware of it, and if he wasn't, I don't think it was done, anything was really done. But yeah, the teacher fell in the street. They were running, and the teacher fell down, and then the student ran over him by mistake. The teacher family asked that they drop charges, but they won't. The state's going to take over. The state will take over those charges, and that's why the family has no control, because once the state takes over, they control it. So Maybe they will listen, and maybe they will give him some type of time, maybe a few months in community service, and somebody, because he's going to need help. A lot of those boys are going to need help. Even being 18, that's a lot to live with. So they're definitely going to need some help to deal with this. And because it wasn't done planned, it wasn't being done. He wasn't killed maliciously. It was an accident. And so prayers up to all the families in this one, because I don't think those kids, based on what I'm hearing, meant any harm. They just wanted to do a stupid kid prank for the, getting ready to the end of the school year. The teacher's probably very friendly, and they just wanted to do something funny. I have a jitsu, so she's spoiled. Okay, Lily Francis. Yeah, that's really sad. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Kobe is spoiled too. I went to PetSmart, and I told you I went back to PetSmart, and he got a whole bunch of treats, and so I'm trying to give him one a week or something like that. I don't want to give him all treats and make him that spoiled that he expects a big treat every day. So it'll be like a surprise. Justice, thank you for the good live. I enjoy. I enjoy. I'll be back with you. Great content. Enjoy the chat. Thank you, Vivian Simpson. Thank you. I'm glad I was able to bring all this information to you guys. Please, 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 keep your. And I'm about to get up out of here. Please, just watch and you know, keep your eyes to the sky, your ears to the ground, and just know what's going on around you. Buy some plastic, buy some plastic, buy some plastic, get a safe. And think about that Second Amendment, you know. Think about having one of those for your safety. You don't have to wear it around you, but it'll be nice if you have, especially, you might be right about kids, but it'll be something nice to get trained on and have in the home just in case. Just in case. But Eric, to each his own. Thank you. I'm a whole vibe for the 100. Thank you so much for the 100 again. Thank you guys for the helping me get to my goal. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. I'm a whole vibe, says Gigi. Thank you. Sabby Sab, be on it. Check her out, y'all. Sabby Sab. Okay. Thank you, Butter Cookie. But you guys, and of course, welcome to all. Thank you to all the content creators that came in tonight. We got Kendra, Connor, Late Night Queen. We got an Inclusion Guru, the educator. Who else we got in here tonight? We got Kendra Kona. We had Mark St. Patrick. We got Fee Real Reaction up in the house. You guys, thank you guys for helping me get my goal. I appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. So we got Free Real Reaction in the house, content creator, inclusion guru. I'm a whole vibe. No, I'm a whole vibe. Kendra's Corner, Marks and Patrick. I'm making sure I get any and everybody that's in here, and thank you all for coming. And hope everybody just keep, like I said, thank you, I'm a whole vibe. Thank you, y'all. No problem. I'll keep my ears to the sky, y'all. My eyes to the sky, my ears to the ground. And if I get any more information, I will definitely bring it to you all. I will definitely share it. And like I said, be very careful out here with the news because so many is AI. So check your sources over and over and over. I had to, y'all don't know how long it take me just to go sure that I can find out that this news was correct before I brought it out here. So I definitely did my fact checking, and thank you, Kendra, for the floating heart. So definitely thank you all, and I will see you guys soon. If not tomorrow morning, definitely sometime in the afternoon. And more news to come, guys. Hey, the world is bigger out here. We got a lot going on. And sometimes we got to look past that craziness and get on what's going on in our world. Stay prayed up, y'all. Stay prayed up. Give it to God. Don't live in fear, but be aware. Okay, so I'm up out of here. Guru, Maisha, my ladies in California. Y'all just thank you for saying that, Butter Cookie. Maisha, Guru, y'all let us know what's going on out there, okay? If y'all hear something we don't hear, please keep us abreast if y'all paying attention to it, because sometimes the news just don't get out unless somebody's really listening. So y'all keep us abreast what's going on. Y'all stay safe out there in California, and we'll see y'all soon. This is Justice React, y'all, and I'm gone. But I promise I'll see y'all soon.